Hi everyone, I am Prernaa Makhariaa and welcome to Coffee and Carats, an initiative by Young Diamantaires. And I have with me Harsh Parekh of the CAD Co today. Hi Harsh.
Hi, Prernaa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for
So,
having me here. It's such a wonderful initiative, actually, you've taken over here in Young Diamantaires, and I think you're doing a fantastic job there.
thank you. Pleasure is all mine. And it's great to interview you today. I mean, we worked together for a while, so I mean, now
Absolutely.
it's fantastic to have you on board.
Thank
So,
you so
Harsh,
much.
tell me, I mean, I've known you for a while, but tell me a little about your journey. Like, how did you get into the gems and jewelry industry, or how did you then become an entrepreneur? It'll be great to know
Well,
that.
definitely, definitely. It's a long journey. I can say that it's been almost 22 years that I've been in the industry, and I started with the diamond company, basically somebody who is into manufacturing of diamonds and jewelry, and that's how it was a friend's company. So that's how I started working over there. And post which I worked for a few multinationals like Walmart and Zales, where I spent most of my jewelry journey. As I learned a lot over there, of course. And then I was heading Rappaport in India for
Lovely.
all of the Indian and Middle East operations, where we were looking at expanding the business. And Rappaport, as you know, has a lot of different services. So it was a complete shift for me in terms of from manufacturing of jewelry to retail with Walmart and Zales, and to moving into the service side of our business, right? Rappaport's very strong with their services that they offer to the industry. So yeah, that was my journey of working in the industry. Post which I decided to actually start something on my own. And when I went out to kind of do some research as to what is it that I should be doing after spending all this time in the industry, right from in the complete supply chain of the industry, rather I could say, from rough to retail to service. I thought that service interested me a lot, and I wanted to do something which I could basically offer as a service which would help the stakeholders of the industry. And that's where the idea of the CAD company came up, where I was actually on a trip to the US and talking to a few friends, come people that I know over there, and I realized that this is an opportunity because this is something that the customized jewelry is growing so much these days all over the world, right? I mean, in India we've always been doing custom, but internationally it's growing dramatically, and a need of a good service provider who could turn things faster, understand the international language of jewelry, and put it in front of the customer as quick as 24 to 48 hours is something that was the need of the hour. So that's where the idea of Cad Co came up, and we started the Cad Company.
And I must say that you are doing a phenomenal job with it. I mean, I've seen some of your work and it is absolutely fantastic.
Right.
And the best part is that it is quality work, which very few people, whoever's been in this industry, are delivering. So tell me, I mean, we speak about CADs and renderings. What are there like different forms of CADs and renderings, and how are they different from each other?
So yes, I mean, today industry has progressed a lot. So when we started the CAD company, the idea was to offer people, quick turnaround of the CAD design that is required for customized jewelry. And the idea was also to actually help them with manufacturing if they need it. But during the setup time that we were having at the CAD company, we realized that rendering is picking up a lot. Rendering is something that is where the real need of good quality service provider and a reliable partner is required, because rendering is done straight up from the CAD. Now there are lots of variety of rendering that happens. A lot of people do renderings on different software. There are people who are doing very high quality rendering, and people are doing very poor quality rendering. What my idea was rendering and the CAD company was to always offer a very good quality at an affordable price, at a price and turnaround time that someone can definitely use the service without having to think too much. And at the same time, like I said, the direction of the industry was moving towards a lot of online, a lot of custom. So rendering was absolutely becoming an absolute necessity. So yeah, I mean, there are qualities of renderings out there, there are qualities of CAD service providers out there, but a lot of freelancers where reliability is a big question. When I was doing my research, I realized that people have a lot of problem on relying on those freelance designers, because today they are quick to turn things around, and then tomorrow when the stuff is given to them, it could take them forever to return. And the customer today doesn't wait too long. So a reliable partnership was needed, and that's where CAD and rendering both together gives every stakeholder of my customer supply chain an absolute advantage to convert their customer in a faster way.
Harsh, so tell me, how does one collaborate with the CAD company, and if you can just take me through the process of how a CAD and rendering works?
Sure, absolutely. It's a very simple process that we made it. Like I said, when I was doing my research, I realized that, things were very complicated the way it had to be explained and stuff. And I realized that, not every customer, be it a jeweler, be it a manufacturer, be it a, jewelry designer, not everybody has all of the details on them to explain when they want to get something made. So we made a very simple platform where we actually ask people to come out there and just send us the image. We definitely, of course, need an image. Now, image comes to us in various formats. Literally, you have to see some of the things. I'm going to just show it over here, but you have to see how the images come to us, absolutely roughly sketched. Sometimes, of course, there are images out of the internet that people share. But yeah, so all you have to do is share an image, and there is a specific diamond requirement that you have in terms of you have those diamonds, or if you wish to use, you wish to tell us to create based on the proportions, we could do that as well. And apart from that, of course, if it's a ring, we would need a ring size. So it's just basic, very few details that we need. And the next thing you know is within 24 to 48 hours, you're going to see the first look of it. And one of the things that we offer,
that's where the excitement lies.
It is, and this is one of the things that we've been able to, because of this, we've been able to actually penetrate in almost 20 plus countries today with over 250 customers, because of the very reason that they don't need to give us a lot of details, and they can get their first look within 24 to 48 hours, which actually is very exciting in the international world, right? Because there it takes literally weeks sometimes before they see the first cut. So when they get things done, and the rendering is done through CAD, right? So once the CAD is approved, so if we have a customized order where the customer wants CAD and they want rendering, we tell them to approve the CAD. And once the CAD is approved within the 24 hours, we turn around and give them the rendering as well, right? And in case of companies who wants larger quantities of renderings to be done, then of course they send us the CAD files, and this is where we really play a very large role over a lot of freelancers or a lot of other companies from different parts of the world. Not to compare, but the whole idea of trusting, because in jewelry industry, designs are the most important thing, and people need a reliable partner who they can trust with their designs. So we get inventory of people in terms of their CAD inventory, and we turn those around into digitized product. So for anybody to trust you to send you their inventory of CADs is a big deal, and that's something that we feel we've done exceptionally well over here, because people over 250 odd customers trust us for that. So that's like a great achievement, we think.
So having said that, are there any other kind of services also that you provide along with this?
So as of now, it's CAD and rendering of jewelry, but we're venturing into other appliances rendering. We are entering into mobile phones. A lot of plans are there for a lot of other things. But currently, the focus since last 2.5 years has been absolutely on jewelry, because, like I said, jewelry is definitely doing exceptionally well in last 1.5 years, as we all know it. And apart from that, jewelry, if displayed in the right way, gives a lot of confidence to the customers trying to purchase it, whether it's even an in-store purchase or an online purchase. When the presentation of the product is done beautifully, it automatically helps the customer to make that decision much faster. So I believe there's tremendous scope in our jewelry industry. So I'm sticking to this for now, but like I said, we've got plans to add a lot more.
So since you mentioned about renderings being available digitally, you worked with a lot of brands. Can you give us some of the examples how it's helped the brand, and how it's helped them grow?
Definitely, Prernaa. I mean, I cannot name anyone because we sign an NDA with customers for not only for their designs but even for the names, because we do not want to share the names of the customers with the other one. But yeah, I mean, going back to how it has helped them tremendously. All this while, a lot of brands used to actually just have static images on their website, and static images were also images which were clicked, and then they were photoshopped, and then they were made to sit on
it's quite a tedious process. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a very long and a very
Lengthy,
tedious process with a lot of cost involved, a lot of time involved. And
That's true.
since the brands have started doing renderings with us, today they are able to get their entire inventory up and ready in no time. And at the same time, they're able to get not only images but animations of beautiful animations of videos. We do interactive animation where the customer can actually play around with the piece while they're looking at it, in any direction. What that does is gives interactivity online, right? Or even if we have a lot of wholesale customers who actually have digitized the entire inventory. The idea is to basically, when they're sitting with their customers, they don't need to go with lines of jewelry. All they can do is present a tablet filled with all the digital jewelry, and the customers can take a call from there. So it has been amazing for wholesale as well as retail how they've been able to actually accelerate their sales because of digitization of jewelry.
Absolutely. And I think the boon of being in an industry like this is all you have to do is just carry your mobile and show your work on the phone and you're sorted.
That's absolutely true, because what we're building now, which we're expecting to come out very soon, is actually a possibility of having all our customers, be it a CAD customer or a render customer, have their entire work done with us as an application on their phone. So when they are sitting with their end customer, it is an application through which they can actually show everything and share everything and have orders fixed and stuff like that. So that's something we're very excited about. We're coming up with soon.
That's amazing. And I think it's also the best part of this is it's in a very cost-effective way. You don't need to really invest into making an entire silver line or brass line or whatever people would make, and in a very economical way just present good quality work to a customer.
You've said it right. So I know over the years that the jewelry, the amount of time that I've spent in jewelry, people used to make jewelry, of course, samples in gold, and then they came down to silver, then they came down to brass. But even today, the amount of sampling that is typically required in order for any jeweler to do jewelry business, jewelry manufacturer to do jewelry business, or even a retailer, the amount of inventory to carry in their store, the amount is just unbelievable. I've done some research to understand how much of money needs to be invested, time needs to be invested, effort needs to be invested in order to build a sample line, show it to your customer, whatever's not like, go back and melt it and all of that stuff. And now that with digitization, what it does is that you're not only showing one type of a collection, but one collection in various different options. Now that thing, to actually create an entire sample line, is a huge task. So all of that is now done digitally, which helps a customer, like something like a configurator. I don't know if you heard, but today people are able to offer various different shapes, various different sizes, various different shank types and stuff, all digital. Otherwise, you had to actually build each product to show variation to the customer, which is all done digitally now. So that is something which is really helping a lot of people put in no time, they're able to put so much product on their website. So, and we're building our own digital bank, so which we offer to the customers who want to go online quickly, so that, it helps them to actually start working on their website so fast because they don't have to build a whole sample line.
Perfect. Yeah. Now coming to, there's this famous quote, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So tell me a little about your personal life. Who is in your family, and what do you enjoy doing other than work?
Wow, so that's a good question. Actually, I enjoy doing a lot, but unfortunately, you can say that due to COVID, not been able to do or venture out into a lot of things. But yeah, I mean, COVID has helped in a way to actually spend a lot of time with the family, because otherwise, when I started this entrepreneur journey about 3 years ago, so much into work all the time that hardly could spend time with family. But since last 1 year, because of COVID, we're able to all spend enough time with the family. But yeah, other than that, I'm into sports. I love playing sports. I play a lot of badminton. I play cricket. So that's something that I look forward to do at least 2-3 days a week. I run. So that's something that I try to catch up on the days that I'm not playing. So yeah, that's about me. I've got hands full in terms of personal life and profession.
That's amazing. So, how do you maintain a work-life balance? I mean, COVID is one side of it, but other than that, how do you maintain that with your family?
So, like I said, I'll be very honest that being an entrepreneur is the first time in the 22 years of my working career that I had, and realized that it's an absolute fun. And you really enjoy being an entrepreneur, there's no doubt, because it's your baby, right? But at the same time, there's commitment to many different areas of the business, which typically in a job environment, even though you're managing a company, it doesn't come to that level because things are established. Here, when you have to sit and establish everything, it takes that much more longer to get the right people and then to get things done in the right time on the right time. So it has been challenging in terms of the balancing of the life goals. But like I said, we've been fortunate that COVID has made us, has taught us the new way of working, right? That we are able to actually function from home, and that has helped me actually give a lot of time to family.
Perfect. So, before we sign out, Harsh, is there a message you would like to share with the young Diamantaires?
Well, I would just say that this is an exciting place. Honestly, when I first got onto it about 2.5 years ago, and when I met Rami the first time, I just thought it was such a cool idea. I mean, the young generation is always so much more active and so much more social in terms of interactions and stuff. And this place has given me so many friends from different parts of the world, which otherwise, to think of it, I mean, it is very difficult to actually find like-minded people, without having a common platform like this. We all have Facebooks, we all have all those social media, but it still only connects us to the people that we know. But, how do you find people who are like-minded otherwise? So Young Diamantaires has been a fantastic platform for that. And I think we should go out there and talk to many more people and invite them to be a part of Young Diamantaires. So
Absolutely.
The message would be, if you hear about Young Diamantaires, come out there, join us, and we all are going to have a lot of fun.
That's true. I mean, I completely second that, it's a fantastic platform. And the beauty of this is it allows you to grow a network, not just limited to your country, but globally, and with so many people who are like a close-knit community. And I mean, just like us, how we never thought that we would be speaking together right now on a screen and working together.
You bet.
Perfect.
You bet.
So thanks a lot, Harsh, for all your time, and I'm so looking forward to post this video.
Likewise. Thank you so much. It was fun talking to you, and it was fun to introduce myself, right? Otherwise, it would not have been possible to introduce myself this way to such a large community. So thank you so much, Prer.
Thank you. Pleasure's all mine. Guys, looking forward to seeing the video, and stay tuned. See ya.